Have you ever wondered what high-value men do on the first date that instantly makes women fall in love with them? If you are confused like the rest, you are in the right place. There are a lot of do's and don'ts on your first date. Sure, you have landed a beautiful woman, but now it's time to impress her. You have to captivate her with your unique personality. She must know that you are one hell of a guy. For this, you must be very careful in your actions. Even the most simple steps can turn her off. By the end of this video, you will know every move that will make her addicted to you. Number 9. Past relationships. The first date is all about making first impressions. First impressions mean that you must be on your best behavior. You shouldn't discuss your past relationship, especially on a first date. That is a huge red flag for women. It doesn't matter whether you had the best relationship or a toxic one. In either situation, it conveys the wrong message. It conveys that you are expecting a lot of things from her. So don't bring your ex-partner into conversations. The only thing that will do is ruin the moment. Furthermore, she will think you are a guy who will talk bad about her when she leaves you. It is not a good first impression. Such actions will only cause her to stop seeing you. You won't have a second date with her. Number 8. Being focused. Another huge red flag for women is that you are not attentive. How would you feel if someone was talking to you and they were not paying attention to what you were saying? You would not feel nice about that, so stop checking your phone constantly. There is no need for you to be focused on things that are happening around you. You are on a date with her. The only thing you should focus on is the woman sitting in front of you. So don't check your phone every 5 minutes. Because if you are going to do that, just skip the date. Don't waste her time and effort. However, it does not mean that urgent calls cannot be taken. Just excuse yourself and give a valid explanation later on. Constantly ignoring her and paying attention to everything else besides her will give the wrong impression. She will think that you are not serious and are disrespectful. Not only that, she may also be highly annoyed by your actions. Number 7. Being disrespectful. How do you want people to look at you? Do you want people to look at you as a kind person or a rude person? Being rude is easy. All you have to do is shout at everyone. Disregard their opinions or just be plain and straightforward and offend them. However, if you want to be seen as respectful, be polite. Especially when you are on a first date with a girl, be courteous to the staff. Be respectful of the servers who are serving you. There is no need for you to whistle at them. They are not your pet dogs. They are human beings. Everyone deserves to be respected. An intelligent woman will see this as a red flag on a date. So try to be polite and use kind words. It will grant you a second date with her. Number 6. Check your tongue. Being respectful also means that you don't swear. The true alpha can keep his language in check. He behaves in a very different way when he is with a woman. Women are to be respected. In their company, you must be mindful of your language. So try not to use strong language. Don't use curse words. Show her that you are a decent human being. Don't be too comfortable around her. We aren't asking you to feel tense around her. Be at ease, but not abusively at ease. You may think adding a swear word at the end of every sentence is excellent. However, that is the opposite of what women think. Don't do this because they will think you are an indecent human. A vulgar human will only speak indecently. So be polite and use kind words. Be respectful of her presence because this will make her feel special. Number 5. Not being punctual. Ask yourself this question. Are you the president of a country? Are you a foreign democrat? If you are none of these things, then try to be punctual. You are not a superhero who is saving lives. If you commit, follow through. Only make promises that you can keep, because this shows you are an indecisive man. Be there on time if you have decided to meet at a specific time. Even if anything serious has happened, it is proper manners to inform her. Postpone the date for another day and be apologetic. It is the right way to go, as opposed to not even acknowledging that you were late. She will look at you as if you are lazy when you are late for a date. Someone who doesn't bother about the date. Someone who doesn't respect another person's time and effort. Number 4. Bragging about yourself. It's an excellent thing that you are on a date with her. However, that's not the end of the story. If you genuinely want to have a happy ever after with her, there are some things you must never do. Don't use this opportunity to brag about yourself. Refrain from talking about how many cars you have in your garage. Refrain from discussing how great of a villa you live in. Even if you are financially stronger than others, you do not need to brag about it. Because when you brag about your achievements, it looks silly. It looks pathetic when you behave like that. The person sitting in front of you will think that you are the kind of person who can buy anyone with his money. That sort of mentality is a huge red flag for women. So stop bragging or complaining about your salary. And don't ask about their salary. Don't ask about their financial situation. It is a huge red flag. Number 3, being creepy. Don't be creepy with her. There is a very fine line between chivalry and creepiness. One single mistake can make you look like a creepy person. So here are some of the things that you must not do at all. Don't tell her that you checked out her profile. Don't tell her that you followed her. It doesn't matter if you did all of these things or not. Just be careful not to mention any words that might make her uncomfortable. Another thing that guys must be cautious about is the touch barrier. Don't inappropriately touch her. Just because she is your date doesn't mean you can grope wherever you want. Sure, holding hands is romantic, but anything beyond that can be seen as creepy. If you care about her, be respectful in how you show it. Number 2, the right place. It is vital for you as a man. Choosing the right place for a date is extremely important. If you are a guy who has a limited budget, then select a place outdoors. Plan a fun activity. No rulebook says your first date should be an expensive dinner. You can choose some place where you can watch the stars together. Choosing a bar for a first date is a huge red flag. She will first think that you want to get her drunk. That is against the code of chivalry. She will immediately consider you a man who does not respect her. Secondly, you must make sure that you choose a quiet place. If you are in a quiet area, you can talk calmly. You can speak to each other in a soft voice, but that is not possible if you are in a loud place like a bar or a lounge. You won't be able to hear each other while talking. As a result, you will end up playing dumb charades throughout the evening. Number 1, interrupting the convos. When you are on a first date with a beautiful woman, everything about you is being checked. She will pay close attention to everything you say. Every action you take will make a strong impression on her. So you must be mindful of how you behave with her. For example, ensure you don't interrupt her when she is talking to you. Interrupting a person when they are speaking is very bad manners. Also, when you are talking to her, it is ideal that you let her speak. Let her talk about herself so that you can get to know her better. When you interrupt her, she will lose her chain of thought. If you interrupt her conversations too often, she will think you only care about yourself. You only want yourself to be heard. It is a red flag that women take notice of. Conclusion. These are a few of the things that you must be careful about. You will only see her again if you are careful about these do's and don'ts. Just make sure that you are respectful and polite with her. You do not need to cross any boundaries on the first date. Just play it safe and show the best of your personality. Don't brag about your salary and financial situation. You should be mindful of these things when you are on a first date with a beautiful girl. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.